The coffee is black. The robot is very, very frisky. And I'd like to welcome you to the Saturday, June 28th edition of Modeling Blog Daily, where Bill just kind of rants about whatever I want to rant. And today I'm going to talk about the Lego Douglas DC-3. I've been asked a lot of questions about this kit, Lego Indiana Jones, the Peril in Peru, in particular about the plane. By the way, look at this box. It's a 7628 Peril in Peru, 625 pieces. Note, Bill's got 2 of them. I ordered a second one as an investment. I figured being limited edition, it was going to maybe worth some money someday, so I got 2 of them. And this particular set came from California, and it came in a bag that said Legoland, so I assume it came from Legoland in California. But the good news, guys, is that it appears it's got the U.S. markings. I've been told if it doesn't have markings, it's a European kit. And since this has U.S. markings, that's good news for U.S. Lego fans, because eventually they're probably going to sell this thing to the masses in the U.S. of A. I would imagine that they would, because Lego's no dummy and they're in the business to make money. Anyhow, I've done a little bit of investigation into the plane itself, because some of you have been speculating that it's a DC-3. It is a DC-3. And I have done some digging, and I want to show you what I found. A lot of the times when I want to do general purpose digging on the web, I go to Wikipedia. And they have a blurb there on the Douglas DC-3. The DC-3 itself was first flown in '35, and actually through World War II and then into the 50s. And it's interesting to note that the westbound trips took 17 hours and 30 minutes. What that means, guys, is Indy, you know, on the movie, you see old Indy Hop, you know, he flies on the plane and then they do the thing on the map. Well, it actually is a whole, to go to Peru would have taken a whole 24-hour period. Back in those days, it was a long trip. Anyhow, this is a pretty cool plane, and let me show you. I'm going to blow up this one picture to show you. Note, this is a Scandinavian Airlines system plane. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 windows in the plane. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 windows. You see the tail, how it kind of like that? See the tail, how it goes like that? And look at the wings, how they sweep up and with 2 engines. And see, these wings sweep up with 2 engines. It's a DC-3, guys. It's a DC-3. The Smithsonian actually has a picture of the DC-3 hanging in the Smithsonian. I got this from the Smithsonian website, and you know, they have their own website for the Air and Space Museum. They have a full-blown, the Smithsonian has a full-blown Douglas DC-3 hanging from the ceiling at the Air Museum. But further investigation even really gives me more. I checked on this Panagra Airways, and they sold the line out to Braniff in 1966. So I went to Braniff to get some kind of information on these planes. And it's interesting, if you do the digging, you find the information. See, there's a, well, they say that's a DC-2. But if you go down a little bit further, they were flying DC-2s, see, in 1936, and then they rolled into the DC-3s. See, that's a DC-2 interior. There's a DC-3 at Love Field in Dallas. See the 6 windows. And you get down a little bit further, there's a DC-3 with the V for Victory mark for World War II where they flew them, and there's one in the air. See the 6 windows, and see on the V for Victory out on the nose, and this was during the early 40s. And there's a brand of coffee service on a DC-3. So old Indy, he could get his cup of coffee. He and I get along pretty well together with the coffee. And they got a cabin, and they had a hostess. It was, you know, pretty cool plane. Anyhow, I wanted to show you one more thing about this plane before I button it up. I'm fixing to tear this sucker apart, guys. I don't have so much room. The windows are actually, this is a pretty neat. You go to sleep, guy. When I forget sometimes, that guy just conks. I mean, I do it every once in a while. He just dies. I'm glad he missed my plane. Anyhow, this is a gray clear plastic, and those are decals. I didn't mention them in the video. And one more thing I want to show you, and then I'm going to shut this down. Carefully, missing my dead robot. These are the wheels. I didn't show you how they worked. That's the wheels ready for landing. And they button up just, and that's the way they look on the real plane. I didn't show you a picture, but that's the way they look. Anyhow, I'll leave the robot dead. Robot's upside down and dead, and the plane's upside down and dead. I mean, and the plane's going back in the box. Bill and Red, having absolutely too much fun, wishing for you a wonderful Saturday ahead. And my robot says, "Good riddance, Bill. Let's get out of here." Have a good day, guys.